have recently returned from the inaugural sailing of Icon of the Seas. While the cruise fare is a lot more than most of the cruises we've been on, we found 9 significant upgrades on this class ship. If you're considering sailing on Icon class, watch this video to see if these features are important to you and are worth the extra cost. To be fully transparent, there were a few things that we didn't care for on Icon, and I will go over them in another video that I will link at the end. However, here, in no particular order, are 9 major improvements we saw on Icon.
Well then, by all means, enlighten us.
Do you know how on many ships there will be a main pool somewhere on the top deck with the kids area right next to it? While this works really well, sometimes it can get a little hectic, especially on sea days. Icon took the comfort and convenience of families to the next level, while also making it better for the adults to enjoy the pool area. The Surfside neighborhood is a game changer for families. It offers a unique environment that combines fun for the kids, convenience for adults, and breathtaking views. It's a vibrant beach-themed area that is specifically designed for young families, especially with children 6 and under. This neighborhood has 3 water experiences. There are 2 children's water areas with a lot of comfortable seating around them. For the grown-ups, there is a dedicated pool pressed against the back of the ship and has gorgeous ocean views. A big improvement that we saw in the availability of food options right in that area. On most other ships, if the little ones are enjoying the pool, you have to get them out of the pool, you have to walk somewhere to Windjammer or another restaurant downstairs and get the bite to eat. Surfside has it all built into the same area. Starting with the Surfside Eatery, which is Royal Caribbean's first buffet specifically for families, to Surfside Bites, which offers grab-and-go options like popcorn chicken and cheeseburgers. You don't have to go far from the pool area to get a snack. It even has a full bar with a fun twist, which serves both alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages, including mocktails specifically designed for kids. So now that we have the little ones occupied in one area of the ship, what about the adults? This is where we get to one of our favorite parts of the ship, the hideaway. From the moment we stepped into the hideaway on Icon, it was clear that Royal Caribbean had outdone itself in improving the adults-only area. It far surpasses the solariums we've been to on other class ships. The hideaway isn't just one area. Unlike the enclosed feel of the solarium on many ships, the hideaway has a spacious open-air concept. The bar, the hideaway, quickly became one of our favorite spots on the ship. It has plenty of comfortable seating and incredible views from the back of the ship. We enjoy the most beautiful sunsets at sea in that area. The bar offers some of the new signature drinks created for Icon, and they are amazing. What truly sets this area apart is the stunning infinity pool that comes with the most breathtaking views. During the day, you can see the ocean and the wake of the ship stretching out in the horizon, and at night, the decks are illuminated in a variety of colors, and it creates an ambiance that is both lively and relaxing, which is a difficult balance to strike, but it's done flawlessly here. So what if you don't want to be outside and want to relax somewhere inside the ship? Surely it's all crowded with thousands of passengers on one ship.
I hope they're not too crowded.
Well, welcome to the Aquadome, the most magical place we found on Icon of the Seas. The design of the Aquadome includes wide open, 220-degree ocean views, so it is the best outlook area on the ship. It's an ideal place to relax, and it has such an incredible variety of cozy seating areas where you can enjoy reading, playing card games, or even taking a nap. At night, it transforms into this enchanted space that is perfectly lit up to create a magical atmosphere. Another new addition in this area is the Aquadome Market, Royal Caribbean's first ever food hall venue on board. We love the 5 distinct food offerings made to order sweet and savory crepes, Asian dishes, a unique station with various mac and cheese options, Mediterranean pitas and bowls, and sandwiches and salads. All of these are included in the cruise fare and are open all day, so you can grab a quick bite anytime you want. One of the main draws of a cruise is being able to relax and enjoy the sunshine and beautiful sea views. As soon as we boarded Icon for our sailing, we were immediately struck by a different seating approach and lounging areas throughout the ship, especially around the pool deck. Unlike other ships, where you might just see rows of identical loungers stacked together next to each other, Icon includes a vast array of fun and comfortable seating options. There are chairs, hammocks, couches, and swings that are scattered throughout the ship, each offering a unique spot that you can enjoy your time on board. Also, finding a spot in the shade on a cruise ship pool deck can often be challenging, but not on Icon. We personally love the inclusion of a larger shaded area. For those who love to lay out in the sun, there's no shortage of loungers positioned all over the deck. The balance between sun and shade is significant improvement so that everybody can find a perfect spot for what they like. If you mainly look forward to exciting outdoor things that ships have to offer, Icon has the other ships beat hands down. Many cruise ships have been adding water slides in the last few years, but Icon has an actual water park, which is a great addition for both kids and adults. The ship has 6 slides, with some of them rivaling water slides we've enjoyed in land-based water parks. You can choose from the personal drop slides and mat slide racers. Our favorite 2 slides were the ones where you ride on a raft where 3 to 4 people can go on at the same time. The biggest difference I will point out here is that on most ships, you see a bunch of kids lined up to go to the water slides. On Icon, there were more adults waiting in line to get on a slide than kids. So that tells you how great that water park really is. I don't think it's possible to see a promo or a review video of Icon without seeing the newly redesigned Promenade and the Pearl. And there's a big reason for it. It's not just a marketing ploy by the cruise line. The Promenade has been redesigned to be wider, longer, and more open than those on previous ships. It incorporates gentle curves versus being just one straight hallway, and the biggest difference is the 3-story window that provides amazing sea views and brings a natural light and even more spacious feeling to the interior. In the center of this wide open space is the Pearl, which is both an artistic piece and an engineering solution to support the design of the Royal Promenade. It's an interactive experience that has thousands of kinetic tiles that move and flow to create a very unique feeling when you are standing in the middle of it. Every time we went by, we saw different colors and different movements, and it was hard not to stop and admire it for a while, and, of course, taking pictures and videos in the process. Similar to the Oasis-class ships, the Promenade is the place for a number of evening activities, music parties, and parades. The difference on Icon is that with the 2-story deck layout, the balcony around the whole area allows significantly more place for guests to spread out and enjoy these ship activities without the crowding we often see in other ships. If you look at social media posts about Icon, inevitably you will see a number of people concerned about overcrowding on the world's largest ship. Since the ship's full capacity is to host up to 7,600 passengers, we had the same initial concerns. However, our worries quickly dissipated once we experienced the new approaches they implemented. The elevator system on Icon of the Seas is a game changer. Instead of pushing a button on an elevator and waiting, we were greeted by screens outside the elevators where you could select the destination floor. The system efficiently dispatched one of the many elevators directly to you, and with 10 elevators on one side of the ship and 12 on the other, all positioned in a circle around huge hall areas for waiting, this worked amazingly well. We rarely waited more than a minute for an elevator, and usually we stopped only at 1 or 2 other floors. So getting around the ship was much faster than other class ships. Another feature was the inclusion of escalators leading down to the casino and then directly to the gangway. This design was very helpful during disembarkation when you normally expect bottlenecks and delays. On other ships, the scramble to find an available elevator and then the congestion at the lower decks as passengers try to disembark can be frustrating. However, on Icon, we experienced this constant, comfortable flow of people moving down from the promenade down 2 escalators and straight off the ship. So this ease of movement was so much more convenient, and it alleviated the usual stress associated with leaving the ship. One of the big reasons why we constantly choose cruising over land vacations is entertainment. On our Icon sailing, we were utterly amazed by the entertainment options that took our cruising experience to the next level. One of the highlights was the Wizard of Oz show. I halfway expected to see a cheesy musical. Instead, the production scale and the performances were very impressive and would rival high-end productions on land. Aqua Action was another spectacular show, which by far is the best aquatic show we've ever seen on a cruise. The ice skating shows on Royal Caribbean always have incredible talent, and we really enjoy them. On Icon, the show also featured Victor, a very artistic and entertaining juggler who was one of our favorite finalists on America's Got Talent a few years ago. We also got to hear an a cappella music group, Mosaic, who had amazing harmonies and vocal abilities. And another headliner was a juggler, Pete Matthews. He had a very interactive performance with audience participation, and it was just a really great show. Overall, the entertainment on board of Icon of the Seas truly surpassed our expectations. The level of talent and the variety of shows available would have easily cost a significant amount of money on land-based vacation. Royal Caribbean also listened to their customers to see what they could add to enhance the vacation experience. And they implemented a number of new things on Icon, with a couple of them quickly becoming popular with guests on our cruise. The Jewel and Piano Bar is one of the best additions. We live in the Nashville area in the Music City, so we know how popular dual and piano bars are because they have a fun, interactive musical experience where two pianists go head to head, playing classic hits and taking requests from the audience. On Icon, this bar was packed every night with standing room only, so it was a big hit. Overall, this ended up being the best cruise we've ever taken. And if you're interested in Icon class or are planning to book a Royal Caribbean cruise this year and are seeing these high prices rising across the fleet, watch this video next, where I will go over what's behind these prices, what this means for affordable cruising, and 4 different ways you can save money on your next cruise.